Hello everyone, welcome back to Preparation Katta. I am Rahul sir, and today we are entering the real world market of mathematics, and that is profit, loss, and discount. Okay, so most students fear this chapter because they try to memorize 20 different formulas for cost price, selling price, and marked price. Forget all Forget all of that. Okay. Today I will show you that the profit and loss is just percentage increase and decrease in disguise. If you can handle a ratio, you can solve any dishonest shopkeeper or successive discount problems in seconds. Okay. So let's start the deal. Always remember, in the market of life, your knowledge is your cost price and your character is your selling price. So, if you want a high profit, you must invest in your discipline today. Success is not a discount, it is earned at full price. Okay, so now here the no formula core logic is what? So we have to learn some terminologies. So CP is cost price. Cost price is what? So let's say I'm a shopkeeper and I am buying from, let's say, a wholesaler at some price. So that will be my cost price. Okay. And I have this small shop, okay, via which I will sell it to many customers with some profit, right? With some extra money. Okay, so that will be my selling price. But it is not that at whatever cost price we buy, we will not put that as a tag of that particular, let's say, a shirt, right? I'll not put this my purchase price on that shirt. Okay, so what I will do, let's say you have purchased a t-shirt from wholesaler at 100 rupees. You will put a tag of 200 rupees and you will say to customer, okay, I will sell it at 10% discount. That means what? You are selling that t-shirt at 180 rupees, right? That means your net profit is how much? You buy it at 100 rupees, you sold it at 80 rupees, that 180 rupees, that means 80 percentage is your total profit. So now here remember that whatever the discount you said, so it this discount is always what counted on your marked price, your price tag, right? You will not keep your price tag same as your cost price. It's a common sense, right? Now, what is the selling price? The price at which you have sold that particular thing, right? So here now in this example, what is your selling price? So your selling price was 180 rupees. Your selling price was 180 rupees. Now tell me, your cost price was 100 rupees and your selling price was 180 rupees. That means the increase in the cost price is nothing but your profit, right? The percentage increase in your cost price is nothing but your profit. But let's say because of let's say you are closing down the shop and you are selling at whatever loss, let's say you are selling this product at 80 rupees, so you yourself bought it at 100 rupees and now you are selling at 80 rupees. That means there was a 20 rupees loss, right? There is a 20 rupees loss and your cost price is reduced, right? I mean the percentage uh, is let's say this is cost price, right? 100 rupees. Let me reframe it in another way so that you can understand in a better way. So you bought a t-shirt at 100 rupees and now you are selling at 80 rupees. That means you are making a loss of 20 rupees. That means the percentage decrease in the cost price, right? Your cost price was 100, now you are selling at 80. The percentage decrease in the cost price is nothing but what? Your loss. The terms are clear. Okay, maybe let me erase this portion. Okay, now what I am saying, ki you bought a shirt at 100 rupees, you sold it at 180 rupees, right? That means percentage increase in the cost price. This was your cost price, this is your selling price. The percentage increase in the cost price is nothing but your profit. But let's say you sell the same shirt at 80 rupees, that means the percentage decrease in the cost price is nothing but your loss, and the percentage increase is nothing but a profit. So you have to remember this concept very well. That's why I am repeating this, many times, so that you can by heart it. Okay, so this concept is clear. Now I'll write some formula so that you can refer it to. So tell me, if I have bought a shirt at 100 rupees, that means this is my buying price. I call it as a cost price. Okay, I'll put a tag, let's say, of 200 rupees. So this is what? Marked price. This is my marked price to like sell it to the customer. Then what I will do, I'll offer some percentage discount. We have already learned the percentage, right? So I'm offering some percentage discount, which is always on marked price, and I am selling it to, let's say, here offered 10% discount. That means I am selling it at 180 rupees, and this is nothing but my selling price. Okay, so here, now tell me what is profit? How much is the profit? 100 rupees you bought, 180 rupees you sell, your 80 rupees, this difference, that means profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. This is clear. Now tell me what is loss? Let's say you are selling this t-shirt at only 80 rupees. So this is your selling price. Now your selling price is less. Now you know ki you bought it at 100 rupees, selling at 80 rupees, 20 rupees is loss. How have you calculated? This cost price minus selling price, right? Cost price minus selling price is nothing but loss. So now we have learned the two formulas: profit, selling price minus cost price; loss, cost price minus selling price. Now here, very important term we need to learn is percentage profit. Ki how much percentage profit? Now here you are saying ki I have bought it at 100 rupees, I sold it at 180 rupees. The net profit is, net gain is 80%. Now how you have calculated? So you are calculating, right? This what is the formula of profit? Write it as it is: selling price minus cost price divided by, you are dividing it with the cost price into 100. Now let's say, let the put similar value. So what is your selling price? It is 180 rupees, right? What is your cost price? It is 100. What is your cost price? Again, it is 100 into 100, right? So this get cancelled. 180 minus 100 is nothing but 80. Now it is in percentage, so 80 percentage. Hence the percentage profit is equals to selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. Now tell me, what is percentage loss similar? So cost price minus selling price divided by what? Again, cost price, right? We are counting a loss with respect to cost price, and hence it will remain as it is. Only the terms will refer here and there. So let's move on to an example to understand it better. So here we are not using these formulas whatever we have learned. Okay, so we will try to understand with the logic. So with this example, we are starting with our type 1, which is basic cost price and selling price, which is a percentage logic. And just now I have said, okay, we are not going to use the formula which we learned just now. Okay, so here, now this example is from MPSC Combined 2022. An article is sold for 630 rupees, right? So what I'll do, maybe I'll show you the traditional method and the let's say a logical method. So here, now tell me, the article is sold for 630 rupees. That means the selling price is 630 rupees, right? With the profit of, now what is profit? It is given in percentage, right? Profit percentage is 12.5 percentage. Find the cost price. We have to find out the cost price. Okay, so we have learned just one formula. What was that? This profit percentage or percentage profit is equals to selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. This is just now we have seen. So this 12.5 is equals to selling price is 630. Okay, cost price we have to find out, again divided by cost price into 100. So now if you solve this example, you will get the cost price, right? So many calculations you have to bring it here and there. So this is our traditional method, right? This is what traditional method. Now let's apply some logic. As I said, with respect to cost price, if there is some percentage increase, it's profit. If there is a percentage drop, it is loss. So now just try to understand the logic here. So here, now with the logic, we are going to see this problem. Now article is sold for 630 rupees at a profit of 12.5 percentage. We have to find out the cost price. So what we have to do, this 12.5 percentage, we have to find out the fraction. We know how to convert into a percentage into fraction. We have learned that already in the previous lectures. So what I will do, 12.5 divided by 100. So this way I can write, that means I can write 125 divided, I will just remove, okay, and then I can write it as this, right? So just 25 5s are 125, 25 4s are, okay, and 5 8s are 40, that means 1 by 8. So now 12.5 percentage, so this was what? Profit. I can write it as 1 by 8. This is clear. So now here in this fraction, this is your cost price, this is your profit. Now if you know the cost price, you know the profit, what will be the selling price? You know that profit is nothing but what is profit? Selling price minus cost price. Now from that, tell me what is your profit? Sorry, what is your selling price? So selling price is equals to profit plus cost price. Profit plus cost price, so 1 plus 8 is equals to 9. This is the selling price, right? Now tell me at what rupees you have sold that. It is at 630 rupees. Obviously 630 rupees, right? But here this 9 units stands for 630 rupees, right? But what is the cost price unit? It is only 8 units. Then 8 units stands for how many rupees? That is what the cost price is. Now let's do the cross multiplication. So that will be 9x is equals to 630 into 8, right? And now just to do simple math, 9 sevens are 63, right? And 7 into 8, it is 56. So 560. And that is nothing but what? Your cost price. 560, which is the option? So option number B. See, here the calculation part was very easy. But with the traditional method, when you are solving, okay, you have to do lot of stuff here. I hope you have understood this logic. Okay, we'll see one more problem so that you can understand this logic in a good way. Let's move to the next example. Okay, so we are seeing the type number 2, which is related to articles and quality. Okay, and here the price per item is the trick. So it's okay, we are not going to find out price per item and this one, because we are going to avoid the formulas as much as possible. So now let's read out the problem. So this problem is from UPSC CSAT 2021. A person buys 8 pins for rupees 10, right? 8 pins for rupees 10. That means what is the per pen cost? Maybe I'll just explain you the concept first. So what is the per pen cost price? Per pen cost price is equals to, right, 10 rupees divided by per pens are 8. That means 5 by 4 is per pen cost price. Now he sells 10 pens for rupees 8, right? Now per pen selling price. Now what is per pen selling price? So he sold it for rupees 8. How many pens? 10 pens. That means it was 4 divided by 5, right? This was per pen selling price. Now what the statement is, find the loss percentage, right? Loss percentage. Now what is loss here? What is loss? So percentage loss, how we used to calculate it? So selling price is lower, cost price is higher, hence cost price minus selling price divided by cost price into 100. That is the formula what we have seen. Let's try to put into the equation. So now percentage loss we have to find out. The cost price, here it is cost price, here it is selling price. So cost price is 5 by 4 minus selling price is 4 by 5 divided by cost price, again it is 5 by 4 into 100. Just solve this. Now we know the LCM, right? It is 20, right? And now here 5 5s are 25, 4 4s are, it is 16 divided by 20. This 5 remains as it is, right? This 5 remains as it is, and 4 will come upward, okay, and into 100. Okay, if you don't know the basic mathematics rule, I can't help it here. Huh? You should know this basics. Now here, so 20 5s are 100. This 5 5 got cancelled. Now 25 minus 16 is 9. 9 into 4, which is 36, right? And this is percentage loss. Hence percentage loss is 36 percentage. The option number B is correct, right? So this way you have simply solved this problem. And for this problem, yes, I mean you can go with this way. I found it very useful and you know very reliable method to solve such problems. Okay, here the logic is what? Just quantity into price. So let's say in examination, you have come across such problems, so there is a short tricks as well, for each and every problem there will be short tricks and etc. But always remember, short tricks, you cannot remember all the short tricks in the examination. I'll tell you, I mean, for such problems, what is the short tricks? Okay, on YouTube shorts and all, you will see such short tricks and you will say, okay, it will work for all. No, per type you cannot remember, but I'll tell you. Okay, so here logic is just cross multiply. Cross multiply is the logic. Now what is cross multiply? It is quantity and price cross multiplication, right? So here 8 pence for 10 rupees, and here, so here what I will write here, pen and price. Okay, so this is buying price, so this is, let's say, cost price, and this is selling price. Okay, and I'll make a table like this. Okay, now I'm selling how many pens? 10 pens. At which cost? Rupees 8. Now what I said, what is the logic? It is cross multiply. So in such problems, okay, so this pen cost price, this is what? 8. So this cross multiplication 8 is 64. This 10 into 10 is 100. Okay. So now when you are multiplying this, let's say quantity and price, you will come to know that this is your what cost price. This is your selling price, right? Now tell me, cost price you know, selling price you know, then what is the loss? What is the loss? 36 percentage. So this way also you can solve these problems. But as I said, you cannot remember all the tips and tricks in the examination. Okay, let's move to the next problem. So here is the problem number 4, which was asked in MPSC Rajya Seva. Okay, so if the cost price of 15 articles is equals to selling price of 12 articles, find the profit percentage. So if you remember in the previous type, okay, there was a trick, right? Price per item, right? That was the trick. So here we will utilize that one. So cost price of 15 articles is equals to selling price of 12 articles. Now tell me, can I write 15 articles cost price is equals to 12 articles selling price? Can I write it in this way or not? Just think a bit and tell me in the comment section. Can I write it? Yes, right? I can write it. Now tell me, what was the formula for percentage here? What is asked? Profit. Profit, which is asked in percentage. So that was selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. So this is my formula which we have, derived last time. But now here I have only this equation. So what you have to find out, so let's say this is LHS and this is RHS, right hand side and left hand side, right? So now tell me, can I say selling price divided by cost price from this equation? Okay, I'm just transferring selling price here and cost price here. So selling price divided by cost price is equals to 15 divided by 12, right? And 3 5 5s are 15, 3 4s are 12, so 5 by 4. Now you know like componendo, dividendo, you heard these terms? You might have heard this, so you know such rules, simple mathematics. So now what I will do, I will try to write in this term. So selling price minus cost price divided by cost price, okay, in that term. So selling price, let's say selling price resembles to 5. Okay, now what I will do, minus cost price. Cost price is resemble to 4 divided by cost price, which is resemble to 4 again. So selling price, which was 5 here at the top, minus cost price, which was at the division, which was 4, divided by cost price. What was the cost price? Again, it was 4. So it will be equals to 1 by 4. Now what is remaining here? Into 100, right? Into 100, that is only remaining. So again, I will multiply into 100. So now tell me, if I do further calculation, so that will be equals to 25, but now it is in percentage, right? And hence percentage profit will be 25 percentage, and hence option number B is correct. Okay, so we have seen 4 problems. Now let's move to the next type of problem. Okay, so here we are starting with the type 3, discounted and marked price. So this problem was asked in UPSC CSAT 2023. So let's try to understand the problems first. Okay, a shopkeeper allows a discount of 10 percentage, okay, and still makes a profit of 20 percentage. Okay, find the ratio of cost price to marked price. Okay, this was asked in UPSC CSAT 2023. I already explained you with an example that you buy a t-shirt at 100 from some wholesaler. In your shop, you have tagged a price of 200 rupees, and after that you have given a 10 percentage of discount and you sell it at 180 rupees, right? And you made a profit of 80 percentage. So this was your cost price. This was your mark price. Only on mark price we give discounts, right? And ultimate price is what? Selling price. And this is what? Your profit. So this is how you understood. Now let's try to shape this example into similar way. Now here the shopkeeper allows a discount of 10 percentage and still he is making the profit of 20 percentage. Now find the ratio of cost price to marked price. Okay, now I'll take a pause. Okay, just pause video here and try to solve this problem. Hope you have solved this problem. So for those who are not able to follow this, let's try to understand how to solve this. Okay, now here let's say the cost price, we will go in a similar way. Okay, I'm just writing it here, cost price, market price, there was some discount and there was some selling price, right? The same way. Now let's say the cost price was 100 and he allowed 10 percentage of discount here. So 10 percentage of discount, it's allowed here. Still he makes a profit of 20 percentage. He makes a profit of 20 percentage, right? That means on cost price he made a profit of 20 percentage. That means he must have sold that particular item at 120 rupees. So that is clear, and that's how he made 20 percentage profit, right? Now on a marked price he has given a discount of 10 percentage, right? On marked price, when 10 percentage discount was given, this was the selling price. Now how did you calculate it? Now 10 percentage discount means so 90 percentage of the marked price, right? So 90 percentage of the marked price is equals to, this will become your selling price, which is 120. Now tell me, this cost price is what? Is 100. So instead of 100 I'll just put what? Cost price, because this is what I have right now to simplify it, right? And mark price is equals to 120. Now what it is asked? CP to MP. It is asked CP to MP. Here MP to CP we are saying, right? So what we will do, so we will just do the mathematical arrangements here, and 90, now I will bring that 120 here. So if I'm going to that side, so CP will come at the top and MP will come at the bottom, and that is what it is asked, right? This get cancelled. 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So 3 as to 4. Now which is the option 3 as to 4? So it is option number A, and hence option number A is correct. Hope you have understood this problem. Very simple problem. Okay, because at the start we have seen the logic. Now with that logic only we have solved the problem. Okay, now let's move to the next problem. Okay, so this problem was asked in MPSC combined examination, and this is very interesting problem. And with this problem, we'll also cover one more thing, right? So find a single equivalent for two successive discounts. For two successive discounts of 20% and 10 percentage. So we'll find the equivalent discount. So what does it exactly saying? Let's say ki the price was 100 rupees. On that, you have given, let's say, 10 percentage discount. Now, what will be the new price? It is 90 percentage of 100, which is 90, right? Now, again, let's say you have given 10 percentage of discount. Again, 90 percentage of 90 is 9981, right? And hence this price. So here, the ultimate discount is how much? So 181, the difference is of 19. That means ultimate discount was 19%. So you are not just summing this 10 10 20 percentage discount? No, 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 no. It is ultimately a 19 percentage discount when I am comparing it with respect to the original price. Now let's say the price was 100. Now first time you are giving the 20 percentage discount. 20 percentage discount, that means 80 percentage of the uh, value, right? So we are going to multiply it by zero point 0.8. We have seen this in percentage, right? So it will be 80. Now on 80 it is giving again 10 percentage of the discount. 10 percentage of the discount, that means 90% value of 80, and that is equals to 72, right? 9 8s are 72. Hence, what is the ultimate discount now? 100, it was earlier price, initial price. Now the discounted price is 72, and hence the ultimate discount was how much? It is 28, right? 28 percentage. Now tell me which is the option? Option number C. Okay, how much time it take? Less than 2 minutes. Okay, now let's move on to the next type of problem. Okay, the next type is like a dishonest shopkeeper. This is very interesting topic. So this is about weight cheating. Let's say for let's say you went in the market, you want to buy 1 kg of apples, let's say, but he added some magnet or something, and ultimately you end up in buying only 900 grams of apple, and from that he got benefited. So this is a kind of similar type of problem. So let's try to understand the problem. So this problem was asked in SSC CGL examination. A shopkeeper sells sugar at cost price but uses a weight of 900 gram instead of 1 kg. Find his profit percentage. So very first question, what is profit percentage? So profit percentage is equals to, right? That means his selling price is higher. So selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. This is what we have learned. So this is a formula for percentage profit. Now we have to write down these things into this formula. Now how to find out? Now tell me, shopkeeper is selling sugar at cost price, right? Let's say the cost of sugar is 100 rupees per kg, right? So cost of sugar is rupees 100 per kg, and this is the cost price, right? And he is selling at the cost price, but he is weighing only 900 grams. That means his selling price is remains same, rupees 100, but it is not per kg. He is selling it for only 900 grams. You got this relation. So what I will do now, I will convert that kg into grams. So it will be like 100 divided by, so 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams, so is equals to 1 by 10. And now if you solve this, this will become 1 by 9. That means your cost price is 1 by 10, your selling price is 1 by 9. Now you have selling price, cost price, right? Just now find out the percentage profit. So that will be equals to what? Selling price is how much? 1 by 9 minus cost price, it's 1 by 10. Okay, again cost price, it is 1 by 10 into 100. Just solve this. Now how to solve this? So let's consider the LCM. So LCM of 9 and 10, so it is around, let's say, 90. Okay, so 90. Now at the top, what you will do? So instead of LCMs, let's forget it. Okay, you want to do the cross multiplication, that is also fine. So here let's do the cross multiplication. So that will become 10 minus 9 divided by 9 into 10 is nothing but 90, right? Now this 1 by 10 will become 10 by 1, and this into 100 as it is, right? So this is 1 by 90 into 10 into 100, so that is 1000. So here the 0 got cancelled, that means 100 divided by 9, and that is equals to what? 1.11 percentage. What is the option? Option number B, right? It is not a straightforward, ki, let's say he was there is a no. Okay, maybe I'll explain how students make mistake and will end up in choosing the option number A. So what they generally do, they'll say ki, okay, 100 gram costs okay, so this is 1000 gram, but he is selling only 900 gram. That means his profit is how much? Profit of net 1000 sorry 100 gram, net profit 100 gram he is earning, right? So what they will do, they will simply say ki, okay, so this is net profit, this was what actually he bought, so 100 divided by 1000 they will do, and they will end up in choosing option number A. But this is not the way, right? What he is selling, right? What he is selling and how it is happening, so we have already seen that. Okay, so this is a proper way. Okay, do not go in a hurry and try to mess up the things. Just try to understand the concept, try to understand our basic. Okay, what is the basic, stick to that and try to solve the problem, you will get the answer. Okay. Okay, let's see the problem number 8 now. So this was asked in a banking examination, such type of problems generally. So a dealer marks his goods 20% above the cost price. So always start referring to 100 or 1000 likewise. So this is your cost price, but he marked his good at 20% above the cost price, right? 20% above the cost price. That means, so this is plus 20%, right? So what I will do, I have to multiply it by 1.2. We have seen this in percentage topic. So 120, it is marked price, right? Now on marked price, he is allowing 10 percentage discount. So 10 percentage discount, that means minus 10 percentage. That means 100 minus 10 is what, 90. We have to multiply it by 0.9. So like 12 nines are 108, right? So it will be around 108. Now tell me, earlier the cost was 100. Is selling price, this is 108 is selling price. What is the net change? It is 8 percentage, and hence option number B is correct. Simple, one liner, no formula. Okay, now let's move to the next problem. Let's see the type number 5. So this problem was asked in MPSC Rajya Seva 2019. Okay, so here there is one shortcut. Maybe first I'll tell you the shortcut and then we'll see the proper method how to solve it. As I said, it is very difficult to remember all the shortcuts in the examination, so you can refer to the normal method. So here the logic for such type of problem is, let's say when the selling price is same. So here what the problem is saying, a man sells two chairs for 1200 rupees each. One he gains 20 percentage, but on other he is losing 20 percentage. So he was having two chairs. Okay, one and one. Okay, so these both chairs he sold at 1200 rupees each. Okay, in one he got the gains, in one in other deal he loses something. Okay, now in such cases, so first I'll tell you the shortcut. As I said, so if the selling price is same, okay, and percentage profit is equal to percentage loss, then in that case there is always a loss. So this anyway you have to remember. Okay, if the selling price is same, the percentage profit and percentage losses are equal, then there will be always a loss. So with this, what you can say, you can eliminate few of the options, right? These options you can uh, eliminate. So this is loss, right? So this we cannot eliminate. So either option number B or D is correct, because there will be always loss. So this you have to remember. Now there will be always a loss of x square divided by 100. So this is always a loss of x square. Now what is x square? So x square, it is what, how much gain or how much profit. So that is how much? So 20 square. So 20 square is 400. 400 divided by 100, and that is equals to 4. which is in percentage, and hence 4% loss. Option number B is correct. So this is let's say a shortcut method, but also you need to understand, let's say you are not able to recall this shortcut in the examination, how to solve such type of problems with a simple method or regular method. Okay, let's try to understand that way. So here, as I said, so there were two chairs. Okay, so one chair, he gains 20 percentage, so here I will write positive sign, and for one chair he loses 20 percentage, I'll write it here negative sign. Let's say, okay, no need to say, he is selling at 1200 rupees, so that value is given. So selling price is 1200. This is also 1200. Now this is the selling price. Now tell me, with this combination, can you find out the cost price? Obviously you can, right? What we used to say, okay, let's say there was a cost price, there was a cost price. On that you have gained something here, 20 percentage gain, and then your selling price will come, so that will be equals to 1200. So plus 20%, that means a factor of 1.2. So cost price into 1.2 is nothing but 1200. So that is for first chair. Now tell me, what is the cost price? So cost price is equals to, see what I said, 1.2 into cost price is equals to 1200, and hence cost price is equals to 1200 divided by 1.2, and that will be equals to 1000 rupees. So this calculation is on fingers as well. Okay, so gaining 20%, value is 1200, that means the cost price was 1000 rupees. So this is just I'm explaining so that you can understand the concept. Okay, now for second statement, again here what you have, you have a loss of 20 percentage, right? That means there is a factor of zero point 0.8 for multiplication, and the selling price is same. So cost price into zero point 0.8 is equals to 1200, and hence cost price is equals to 1200 divided by zero point 0.8, right? Now tell me what will be the value. So 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, and that will be equals to 1500, right? That means for one chair the price was 1500, for other chair the price was 1000 rupees. That means the cost price of two chair was how much? It was 2500, and he sold for how much? 1200 plus 1200, so selling price was 2400. Now you know he bought the chairs for 2500 and sell the chairs for 2400. That means there is a loss of how much? Loss of 100 rupees. Now with this information only you can choose the options. Loss of 100 rupees, option D is not possible. No gain no loss, this is also not possible because I know there is a loss. Okay, so 4 percentage gain, no, I cannot because there is a loss, and hence option number B is correct. Now to just we have completed most of the things. So percentage loss is equals to what? So your cost price minus selling price divided by cost price into 100, right? Now what is your cost price? It is 2500 minus 2400, so it is 100 divided by cost price, which is 2500 into 100. Now tell me, so these two zeros, these two zeros, 24, 4 is a 100. That means 4 percentage. We have already ticked up the we have already ticked the options, and then option number B is correct, right? So in examination also use your presence of mind. So if you are getting something, let's say here it was 100 rupees loss, you can eliminate the option and you can choose one of them and then can move on to the next problem to save your time. Okay, so this is a regular way. So if you can you have to either remember the shortcut way or you have to either remember this process. Okay, so in examination, your ultimate goal should be you have to hit the problem with a right answer. Okay. Okay, so let's see the problem number 10. So this is very, very interesting problem. And first, let's try to understand the problem itself. A man sells an article at a profit of 25%. If he had bought it for 20% less and sold it for rupees, let's say 10.5 less, he would have gained 30%. And with this information, we have to find out the cost price. So at the first instance, you might feel it very difficult, but it is not. So what is our assumption? I always start with 100 rupees. So let's say कि man bought an article for 100 rupees. Now he is making a profit of 25%, right? That means he is selling it at 125 rupees. But now what they are selling, if he had bought it at 20% less, okay, so that means they are saying if the cost price itself was 20% less, now in this case, okay, if I reduce the cost price by 20%, then this new cost price will become 80. So let's say if he had bought it at rupees 80, right, which is like 20 rupees less, and sold it for now here 10.5 rupees less, he could have gained 30 rupees, right? Now here with this, he could have gained 30 percentage, right? So 30 percentage, so that means 1.3. So how much? Okay, so 13 into 8, it is 104, right? So 104. Now see, try to correlate here. So if he sold it for 10.5 less, now here he is selling at how much less? If we are considering the cost price as 100, okay, he is selling at 125 rupees at 25 percentage. But let's say its cost price was, let's say 80 rupees itself, and he is selling at 104 rupees, he is gaining 30 percentage, right? That means this difference is how much? It is 21, right? 21 around. That means 21 is equivalent to 10.5, right? Even if he is selling at 21 rupees less, he could have gained 30 percentage of profit when the cost price is reduced by 20 percentage, right? Now here, what was our assumption? The cost price was 100. So 21 if resembles to, let's say 10.5, then 100 equals to what? This is the statement. Let's do the cross multiplication. So 21x is equals to, right? So 1050, right? This 105 into 100, and hence x is equals to 1050 divided by 21, and 21 5 is 105, and that 10 as it is. Hence x is equals to 50. That means the cost price is equals to 50. That is what asked. Simple problem, right? No formula here we have used. So most of the cases you can go ahead with this. So let's move to the type number 6, which is a kind of miscellaneous, and here we will see the Maharashtra Forest examination kind of problems. A watch is sold at a loss of 10%. If it had been sold for, let's say, 140 rupees more, there would have been a profit of 4%. Find the cost price. Again, if you don't know anything, start with 100 assumption. Let's say the cost price was 100 and he sold at the loss of 10%, right? That means factor of zero point 0.9. He sold it at 90 rupees. If it had been sold for 140 rupees more, there would be a profit of 4%. So let's say instead of selling it at 90 rupees, if he sell, let's say now here he made a profit of 4%. If he would have sold it for, let's say 104 rupees, right? 104 rupees, he will make 4%. See, so this difference is how much? 14. But here our actual difference resembles to 140, right? So 14 units are equals to 140. What was our assumption of cost price? It was 100 units. So 100 units equals to how much? Right? Just do the cross multiplication. X is equals to, it's very simple, 140 into 100 divided by 14, right? So 100 into 10 is 1000. X is equals to 1000, and hence option number A is correct, right? Let's move to the next problem. So let's move to this problem. So this problem was asked in the MPSC combined examination, and this is very interesting problem. So if you are thinking you are very expert and can solve all the problems of, let's say, profit and loss, pause the video here and try to solve this problem. Ultimately, you will make a mistake. Okay. Now let's understand how to solve this kind of problems. So here, making the statements, assumptions is very, very important. So let's try to understand the problem first. So by selling 33 meters of cloth, a person gains the cost price of 11 meters. Find the profit percentage. So it is asking find the profit percentage. Now tell me, so here let's say the cost price of 1 meter cloth is equals to, let's say, 100 rupees. Now tell me the cost price of here 11 meters, right? So 11 meter cloth, so that will be equals to 1100 rupees, right? And then the cost price of 33 meter cloth, so that will be equals to 3300. Now what the problem is saying, so by selling 33 meters of the cloth, so when I am making a sale of, let's say, 3300, okay, I'm gaining 1100 meters cost price, so which is 1100. So now tell me percentage of profit. This is what asked. It is equals to selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. So that is the formula. Now tell me selling price minus cost price is nothing but what? Your gain. You understand the selling price minus cost price. So you bought some thing at 100 rupees. You are selling at 1110. So net gain of 10 rupees. This is how you understand the things. So selling price minus cost price is nothing but a gain. And now here gain we are having for, how much gain after selling 33 meters of cloth, you are gaining like 11 meters cost price, and cost price we have assumed as 100. So for 11 meter, what was the gain? So it was 1100 rupees, right? But how much cloth you sold? You are selling 33 meters of clothes, right? Then only you are gaining 1100 rupees. So for 33 meter clothes, so what is the cost price here, right? It is 3300 into 100. Now solve this, and that is equals to what? 33.33 percentage. So which is the option? Option number B. See, while explaining or while hearing this explanation, you might find out this problem was like very easy, but it is not. So those students who have paused the video and tried to solve this problem, they might got confused or how to frame this problem. It is very difficult. It is not that easy. Okay, so sometimes when a teacher is solving a problem, just pause the video, try to solve it on your own. If you are able to solve it, just cross check the answer. If your answer is different from teacher's explanation, listen to him, how he is framing the equations, how he is putting the values. So those things you have to learn with the teacher. Okay, and that's why the classes are important. Let's move to the next and maybe a final type. Okay, so not a loss type. So we will see the total 15 number of examination as we are following this pattern for most of our sessions. So let's say the 13th number of problems. So we have two more problems. So this problem was asked in SSC CPU examination. So the cost price of two cycles is same. Okay, fine. One is sold at 20% profit and other is at 10% loss. What is the total profit? Very easy. We have already seen such types of problems. Let's say the cost of cycle was 100. So one cycle is sold at 20% profit, that means for 120 rupees. Other cycle is at a 10 percentage loss, that means it was for 90 rupees. Okay, what is the total profit, right? There were two cycles. That means the cost price for two cycle is 200 rupees. Okay, selling price for two cycles is equals to, so 120 plus 90, right? So that is equals to 210. Okay, so if the cost price was 200, selling price was 210, net profit is 5%. It is very straightforward problem, right? Then option number C is correct. So let's move on to the next problem. So here is the problem number 14, and this was asked in UPSC CSAT 2024 pattern. So item was marked up by 40 percentage and two successive discounts of 10 percentage and again 10 percentage are given. The profit is very straightforward problem, right? So let's say the buying the cost price of an item was, let's say, 100 rupees and it marked up by 40 percentage. That means the marking price is 140 rupees, and on that we have given two successive discounts of 10 percentage and 10 percentage, right? So here we have given successive discounts. So first 10 percentage, that means, so this is a discount, right? So that means zero point 0.9 we have to multiply it, and then there will be some value. Again we have given minus 10 percentage discount. Okay, again we have to multiply by to the coming value by zero point 0.9, and there will be some final value, right? And this will be your selling price after giving two successive discounts. So this is your cost price. So with respect to 100, whatever this digit is coming, this difference is nothing but your answer, right? So write down in the comments what is the answer. Okay, let's move to the next problem. So here is the last problem for this session. So this was asked in MPSC Group C examination. The profit earned by selling an article for 832 is equal to the loss incurred when it is sold for 448. What is the cost price? So here, see, let's say CP is somewhere, cost price is somewhere here, and when it is sold, okay, here when we are going in positive side, we are having some profit, right? And when we are going towards negative side, or we are selling at lower price compared to cost price, here we have loss. Now here what they are selling, when I'm selling this article for rupees 832, so here my selling price is 832, so this is my selling price. Okay, okay, so with this profit, maybe I'll write it here. So 832 is here, is equal to the loss incurred. So here I'm getting a loss when I'm selling it for 448 rupees. So this loss is equal to this profit. This is what it is saying. That means this cost price is exactly midway between these two. You are getting the concept. Okay. That means my cost price will be the average of these two. 832 plus 448 divided by 2. Now tell me what it will be. So 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12 divided by 2, and that is equals to 640. So 640 is a cost price. What is asked? Find the cost price. And hence option number A is correct. Okay, so we have seen almost each and every type of problem, and I hope you are liking this series. And thank you so much for loving us. And if you are liking this series, okay, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. Okay, we are going to continue these efforts till we are completing the CSAT, complete CSAT portion, and after that we'll decide which subject to start with. Okay, so we are done for the day. See you in the next session next week. Bye bye.